so I'm going to do some...
It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And on tap tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Warriors out in Oakland. Looking at Golden State, they're coming off a win in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago. They know this is not your throwaway game, a team they defeated in the second round of last year's playoffs. They'd better be ready. And with all of Curry's talents, one of the great shooters of all time, maybe the greatest, Kenny, where does he stand among all-time great players, period?
Wow, all-time players. Now, that's a different...
All-time great players, period.
Well, he's starting to get in a discussion because of the multiple MVP things and the championships. Because the greatest players in the world, not only have they won awards, but they've won multiple championships. So he's moving into that category right now.
To add on to what Kenny is saying, it's about something you could hear and something you can wear.
What's that?
Rings, baby.
Ooh.
Rings.
You can hear them.
2 rings won't get it. 3, maybe. 4, 5, woo, 6, ah.
Okay.
I just can't add anything to that.
Oh.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Trick or treat, it's the NBA. We're glad to get spooky with you tonight. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And with us tonight, the author of the 700-page book of basketball, a must-read, Bill Simmons.
It's great to be here, and everyone wants me to rewrite that book, but I don't have it in me. So much has changed in basketball over the last 9 years. I got to redo my Hall of Fame pyramid, but I can't sit down and do it, Kevin. I think it's going to last.
How long did it take you to write that book?
It was 3 years of my life, and I was younger. Now it would just be coffee all day, trying to stay awake for it.
About a New York Times bestseller for multiple weeks.
It was #1.
Right,
Yeah, it was
absolutely.
great. And it taught me that I knew people love basketball, and I think we've seen this decade as basketball has just blossomed into something much bigger than I think it's ever been. I can tell with the book, people like it.
The fans are making noise here inside the Oracle Arena for their Warriors. You look at Texas. This is a team showing a better record this year over last. This was their goal, and it's coming to fruition so far.
And this is what the NBA is all about, competition. That's why rivalries do matter.
They do. It's good for the sport, the TV ratings, the fans, but most of all, when you're a player in this kind of game, the adrenaline rush is incredible.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Hey there, Kevin. Well, we all know that Steve Kerr, the Warriors coach, has a great way with his players. He said they see through all the BS. They've got to know that you're in charge and know what you're talking about. But in the end, it's about them. Kevin?
You know what? That humble approach goes a long way, David. Thank you. And before the ownership changed in 2010, the Warriors franchise really staggered.
Yeah, they staggered to the point that in 2012, I wrote a long column for Grantland about, it was like the 60 reasons you can't blame the Warriors fans for booing their owner on Chris Mullin night. And I went through their whole history since they won the title in '74 of just all the horrible things that happened to them, all the dumb moves they made, all the dumb trades, all the things they never should have done. It was extensive. And after things flipped around, people mail me that article all the time, like, can you believe it? We've won 3 titles in the last 4 years. You just wrote this. Feels like yesterday. And it was. It's one of the most amazing turnarounds of any franchise I can remember.
I'm assuming you're a fan of their front office.
Yeah, very, very smart. But, you know, the pieces were there. When they bought the team, everyone thought they overpaid. And not to toot my own horn because I've been wrong a million times, but I was one of the only people who didn't think they overpaid. I just felt like that market was awesome. I loved their fans. It was in the heart of Silicon Valley. It made sense that they should be a juggernaut, you know, and they'd never really had good ownership. And as we learn over and over every year at the Knicks, like, owners matter. They just do.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Moore filling out the perimeter. Mirotic is the 4 with Davis in the middle. And it's Payton in at the point guard. Here's Curry following the basket by Anthony Davis. Thompson inside the line. Mirotic grabs the miss.
An uncontested look from mid-range. He typically drains that one.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Durant against Moore. Durant attacking. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
The mobility of Kevin Durant showcased right there. So smooth getting to the rim.
Payton kicks to Mirotic. Moore outside. Mirotic the screen. To the middle. Here's Payton. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
Now here's Curry in the game against Chicago. Very impressive. Here's Thompson. Drains the 19-footer.
Gorgeous looking shot from Thompson. Once he gets in his rhythm, it's pretty much over for the defense.
Davis with a screen on Curry. Down low. From 11 feet away. That's good from Davis on the assist from Payton. Davis has got 6. Anthony Davis, jaw-dropping player, making his case for the best player in the NBA.
He was after the All-Star break, he was the best player in the league the rest of the regular season. I think his ceiling is the highest. You know, I was comparing him to Duncan. I wrote a piece last year for The Ringer about him versus Duncan. Like, he's already had more 40-point games in his career than Duncan has. And then Duncan played 3 times longer than he did. He's throwing up games casually that are bouncing off us now. Like, oh, did you see Anthony Davis last night? 48 points and 22 rebounds.
Yes.
It's like, oh, cool. Anybody else in the league, you'd have a heart attack. So
you just hope he can stay healthy.
Yeah, and he was healthy last year.
Yes, he was, and we saw what happened.
And Drew Holiday made a big jump, which really helped him. When the Celtics were in the Kawhi trade talks last year, for me, it was like I would much rather wait to see if there's a chance for Davis, because Davis might be the most talented player in the league right now.
Curry kicks to Jones. The screen from Thompson. Back to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Here's Curry with the 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
When you combine the usage with the accuracy, hard to think of a better three-point shooter in NBA history, Steph Curry.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Pelicans shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
What I love about AD, he doesn't just have a well-rounded game. He's elite at both ends of the floor.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here, getting their first look of the season at this Pelicans team.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference semis.
Since they drafted Steph Curry, the Warriors' fortunes have really changed? Would you call him the most important pick in the history of that franchise?
I would veer it a different way. I think it's one of the most important missed picks
of other teams
in the history of the NBA, because for two reasons. One, because the Timberwolves had the 2 picks right before and passed them both times, and took 2 point guards, neither of whom was named Stephen Curry. So that was amazing. The pick after him was the New York Knicks, and if he had gone there, you could make a case that, you know, he saves the Knicks. Or you could make the case that maybe he gets hurt wherever he goes. This is somebody that had really, really bad ankle injuries and was lucky enough to be in an organization in Silicon Valley where he got the right kind of treatment and thought about these new wave ways to treat his ankles. He relearned how he ran.
Core was strengthened.
He strengthened his core and basically took pressure off his ankles, where if he'd come up in the 1980s, maybe he plays 5 years and he's out of the league. And my point is, if he goes to the Timberwolves or goes to the Knicks, he probably gets hurt, and we probably know Stephen Curry is the guy who got hot on Davidson for 2 years.
And a bust in the NBA, right?
Yeah, or not a bust, or like a what-if guy. Like, oh, man, it's too bad that guy got hurt. And instead he goes to the Warriors. So
well said.
Really a great what-if pick. He has so many bad what-ifs, and this was the perfect what-if.
Here's Payton after Drew Holiday's score. Mirotic, the screen. Down low, here's Davis. That's good, and it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 4 assists in the game.
He's been making plays all quarter on a terrific hot streak, helping to build out this lead.
Now here's Curry. Here's Thompson, and another basket for Golden State.
We don't talk about it enough. Curry has unbelievable vision.
For New Orleans, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Here's Davis. He feeds it to Mirotic. Payton kicks to Moore. Mirotic, a screen on Durant, and it's Moore penetrating. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Curry passes to Green. The screen from Thompson. Off the screen, and he lays it up and in. Thompson's got his 3rd basket of the night. Draymond Green, everything he brings to the table, his defense, his charisma, his offensive game, a great passing game. Is there a player you'd compare him to?
Well, I have a soft spot for Draymond because we did the courtside show for HBO, the behind-the-scenes finals thing.
Yes.
And he had some of the most unbelievable stuff that we couldn't keep in the show.
No kidding.
Draymond is one of a kind because he's basically a center, but the only other center who's really succeeded at his size was Wes Unseld a million years ago. He's a stretch 5 who doesn't really shoot threes that well, but tends to make them when he absolutely has to.
Steve does not want him taking threes.
No.
Not at all.
But when he actually takes them in a big spot, a lot of times they go in.
No.
Okay, yeah, he's a great yes guy.
Yeah.
I think he brings all their alpha. I don't think Durant and Curry are the traditional alphas, and I think he's kind of the bulldog. And
you
the
need
let's go
that
guy.
on a good team, don't you?
And the best thing with him is when he's playing well, they're unstoppable. When he has it, and there's nights, I thought during the 25-game winning streak to start the 16 season, I thought he was incredible. And the intensity that he played with every night was really inspiring.
Triple doubles and
oh my God,
every category.
Taking on crowds and just, I just love that guy.
You can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
Looney's checked in for Jones. Julius Randle's checked in for the Pelicans. Solomon Hill comes in for each one more. Pelicans trail by 3. Payton kicks to Davis. There's the dish to Hill. Back to Davis. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Payton passes to Holiday. Good on the bucket.
So often Drew creates with the ball in his hands. This time the play is created for him.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Over Holiday, and Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Curry. Thompson's got 11 points.
Extended the lead. This has been a great period for him offensively.
Davis with a screen on Curry. Payton passes to Davis. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field. Kevin Durant, an MVP, multiple championships, but he continues to add new wrinkles to his game and takes pride in that part of his game.
Yeah, last year was the two-way play and the defense in the first 2.5 months of the year. They faded off. That whole team, I think, got tired. I asked some of the Warriors about it last year, just why did they get tired when, it wasn't like 17 was that grueling. They kind of rolled through the league. But I think it's just day-to-day, the bullseye being in the spotlight. Every arena you go to.
Best punch every game.
Yeah, you're out in a Charlotte. It's the highlight of Charlotte's season to play you, and I think it does wear those guys down. I think the next step with him would be, can he evolve into a stretch 5? What could he be Al Horford, basically, and take all the Draymond minutes when Draymond's not playing and just be the other 5?
How many stretch 5s are in the NBA? Can you count them on one hand, or think of them?
It's the Al Horford, and there's not many. There's not many. But, I mean, a 7-foot guy who's one of the best, 8 shooters of all time is a stretch 5. That's pretty good.
Can Jokic shoot the 3? He can kind of. Yeah. He's got an outside shot, doesn't he?
Unfortunately, Jokic stretches the other team's point total when he's out there. So he's a stretch the other team's total to 120 defender.
Green passes to Durant. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 5 assists tonight.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Payton kicks to Holiday. Pick up by Hill. Outside Holiday. Davis with a screen on Thompson. No good with the triple. Warriors leading by 3. There's the triple. And another 3 for Golden State.
It's really nothing you can do to stop that. Durant at his height, he has a quick trigger, and he makes it look easy.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And the biggest problem for them in that game, even as they got into foul trouble, they could just never pull back.
It's great to be aggressive, but when you're reckless, you'll suffer for it.
Changes. Livingston comes in for Thompson, and Cook subbed in for Curry. And New Orleans also making a change. Miller's checked in. Randall against Green. Randall passes to Holiday. Picked by Randall. They set the pick. Outside Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. They need this. The rebound goes to the Warriors.
His lack of consistency with the shot tonight has held them back.
Bill, you've watched the NBA evolve. Talk about some of the biggest changes over the last decade you've seen.
The three-point line and the threes or foul shots philosophy, I think, is the biggest thing. Just the pace of the game has really improved, and to a really pleasing way for fans. Like just what Steve Nash was doing last decade and those Suns teams, that everybody's playing that way now. I think the social media and the players basically getting rid of the wall between them and the fans, using social media, using Instagram, and we just feel like we know these guys better. And their ability to control their own message now versus where they were 10 years ago. Huge. It all started with the decision in LeBron James and has carried through this whole decade. And these guys now, they can get whatever message out they want. They can criticize the president. They can criticize their own team. They can ask for a trade. If they get called out by some writer or somebody who writes a hit piece, they can go back at the guy and sick all their fans on the writer.
Here's Hill. The Warriors making the shot. Miller kicks to Hill. Miller sets a screen for Hill. Fires the three, and another three for New Orleans.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Passes it to Durant. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Durant drawing the double team. Back to Cook. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Cook's got his first basket of the night.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
I love it. Really, both teams running plays that fit the personnel, going back and forth.
Holiday gets the bucket.
We know Drew likes to get to the rim, but he's developed a mid-range jumper for when the defense is playing him that way.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Warriors ahead. They lead by a bucket. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond Green speaks about the importance of passion and effort on defense.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the effort to want to communicate. It's the effort to take that one extra step to help someone. It's an effort to move up one step to get into the ball as opposed to sitting off the ball.
Well, and he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Fun to watch. They give you no time to set up on defense, and we see that reflected in the score.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Payton and Holiday are together in the backcourt. Randall out there with Miller, and it's Hill in at the three. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Bill, several of your books have been bestsellers. How did it feel to see your work so well received around the world?
I think I was really happy that the basketball book did well because I spent a long time writing it, and it was 700 pages. And when it got mailed to me, it was so big, I thought people would just be terrified of it. And, you know, it turns out,
I think they embraced the
size. I think they did.
size.
They liked it. I designed it for people to be able to put on their toilet or bring on an airplane or whatever they want to do with it. But I was always amazed that there wasn't a basketball book that tried to kind of group all these other books and some of the opinions and all the misinformation. Like the fact that, honestly, the reason I wanted to write the book was just that people thought Will Chamberlain was better than Bill Russell. And yet every single thing written in the 60s was that Bill Russell was better. And all the players would say Bill Russell was better. And when they put it together, Bill Russell's team won. So it's like, how do we get to the point where people think Will Chamberlain was better? So it was that and some other stuff that made me want to write the book.
As to Jerebko. Over Payton. The shot's good from Jerebko. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
Picked by Randall. Payton passes to Holiday. Up top, Randall. Payton kicks to Holiday. Miller sets a screen for Holiday. With the teardrop. Good work there as it goes. Holiday's got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
Talk about scoring the basketball. Legit player. Holiday got paid because he can play.
Here is Cook, covered by Payton. And Alfred Payton with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mirotic is checked in for New Orleans. Etuan Moore comes in for Peyton. Here's your Repko. He had 10 points in the win against the Bulls in Chicago. Here's the screen. 5 on the clock. Livingston. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
That's why they put the basketball in his hand to run pick and rolls. High basketball IQ, and he always makes the right play out of it.
Picked by Randall. Holiday up top, defended by Bell. Miller with a screen on Bell. Holiday, the pass to Mirotic. That one good for 2. Bill, we've seen the NBA take steps to amend the draft lottery. Any further changes that you might recommend?
The biggest thing I would do is I just don't think you should be able to finish in the top 3 2 years in a row. I think there has to be some sort of schmuck insurance for the rest of the league. I'm fine rewarding the one bad season, but when you're just continuously bad, the year that Cleveland, when they won the lottery 3 out of 4 years, I just thought that was a travesty.
Just didn't feel right, did it?
No, it's just wrong. There's 30 teams in the league, and you have a team that really blows the LeBron James era and just surrounds him with the wrong people, and he leaves, and then really can't stay out of its way for the next couple of years, and they just keep getting the #1 pick. I don't agree with that. I think that's bad. I also thought it was bad that Philly was able to get #3 and #1 in back-to-back years, and it's bad that the Celtics were able to get the 3rd pick and then the 1st pick. So that would be the one thing I would do. I don't think you should be able to successfully fail for multiple years.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Jones checked in for Golden State. Both free throws good for Miller.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Now here's Livingston. Not a lot of room. Over Moore. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Sean Livingston playing within himself. He understands his offense, and to get to his spot, his sweet spot, that's the mid-range.
Miller kicks to Randall. Over Jones. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got the lead up to 2 now for New Orleans.
The mid-range game is becoming more of a lost art, but not for this guy.
To the inside, here's Jerebko, and he banks in the layup. Jerebko's got his 2nd basket of the night.
You have to credit the pinpoint pass for making that play possible.
Moore passes to Miller. Back to Moore. It's stolen by Livingston. And now, in transition, here we go. Iguodala. And Miller with the block. And they get it back. Basket good. Livingston's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
Miller kicks to Holiday. Mirotic the screen. Here's Moore. Sweet little floater. Moore's got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
Showing he's not just a perimeter jump shooter. Etuan will push for a better shot if he sees an opening.
Kicks it out to Jones. The pass to Jerebko. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Screened by Jones. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
It's just a tremendous display of strength by Iggy. Always a threat to convert, even with the contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Quinn Cook. And the Pelicans also making a change. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Randall. The free throw drops for Iguodala.
The free throw line is something that Iggy needs to work on. He's hit or miss from there.
Curry against Holiday. Davis with a screen on Curry. And Holiday kicks to Davis. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Curry passes to Jones. Jerebko the screen. Jones kicks to Curry. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 6 points.
We're talking about Stephen Curry range right now in that shot.
High post, Davis. The quick look, no good that time.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Curry with it. He has 6. Down low. And Jones with the stuff.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. They set the pick. It's tipped. Stolen by Thompson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And we know, of course, Clay coming from a basketball family. In fact, his father back in 1978 was drafted #1 overall.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Thompson nails both of them.
Taking advantage at the charity stripe like he always does. Terrific touch.
Curry against Holiday. They set the pick. Pass to Moore. They get a hand on it. And it's the Warriors on the break. Count it. 8 points for Steph Curry.
You got to reward him. He's getting out in transition and running. Get the ball to Stephen Curry.
Mirotic the screen. Davis with a screen on Curry. Holiday attacking. Shoots over Curry. And it's good off the back rim and in. 10 points for Drew Holiday.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
You know, going up against size, you know you have to get separation. Nice move from mid-range.
Here's Thompson. Jones trying to get open. Again, Golden State.
When Thompson's in the zone, he can carry an offense. That's a luxury for this team.
Holiday, the pass to Mirotic. Back to Holiday. Mirotic, the screen. Miller kicks to Mirotic. Over Iguodala. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Warriors leading by 9. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
The Achilles heel of this team right now, turnovers.
And the Warriors with some changes. Green, he's checked in for Jerebko. And Durant subbed in for Andre Iguodala. And the Pelicans also making a change. Hill's checked in. Curry way outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And Hill has it in the corner. Passes to Holiday. Davis with a screen on Curry. Holiday, the pass to Davis. Over Jones. And the Pelicans miss again.
When you defend a good mid-range shooter, this is how you contest without fouling.
Green kicks to Thompson. Shoots the three. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Thompson. Durant's got 14 points for the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You know, this is the right move. Maybe a break in the action will cool him down.
Here. Looney's checked in. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for New Orleans. Stripped it away. Durant in the corner. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. He's got 16.
You like the aggressiveness, pushing all the right buttons. He has this team rolling.
Davis sets a screen. Payton attacking. Here's Mirotic. Looking to end the run. Payton can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Thompson passes to Looney, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
To the inside, Moore. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
It's Durant on the wing. Pass to Looney. Knocks it loose. Here's Curry with the three. And no good that time. Great D that time from Payton. To the paint, here's Davis. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Nice body control. I like that Davis kept his composure after taking the hit.
Curry kicks it to Looney. Green, the screen. Back to Curry. Outside Durant, and Elfrid Payton with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that third foul this early.
Here's Thompson. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Durant with it. He's against Hill. Shots good by Durant. Durant's got 7 points here in this quarter. And Moore kicks to Davis. Payton against Thompson. Davis sets a screen. 5 to shoot. Left side, Mirotic. Over Green. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Mirotic.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Moore against Thompson. He kicks it to Durant. Here's the screen. Here's Curry with the three. Knocks down the 3-ball. Curry's got 11 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Hey, Bill, thanks for coming by. Fantastic stuff as usual. We really appreciate your time.
Appreciate being on. Go Celtics.
You can't root on these, Bill.
I'm absolutely rooting. That's my team.
And Smitty, so great to have Bill with us, a guy who's ahead of the curve creatively.
Kevin, he was a pioneer in blogging, Emmy nominated for his work on documentaries. The guy never stops thinking of new ways to produce content.
Back to Thompson. There's the pass to Curry. Launches it. And another three for Golden State.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here's Mirotic. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Warriors leading by 14. Thompson right side. Over Moore. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
A terrific shooter from mid-range. Klay Thompson has the picture-perfect jump shot.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Payton against Curry. And here is Payton. Kicks it to Davis. Another one falls for New Orleans.
What a polished move by one of the best bigs in the game. Anthony Davis is just showing off.
Okay.
How did he hit that shot?
What concentration.
How in the world?
You just never know what's going to happen.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes finding the bottom of the bucket. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 18 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, that one guy, Kevin Durant, he's okay. Took a lot of flack for leaving OKC, and we've all discussed that. But whether you disagree or agree with the decision, you got to agree with this. The way he's playing tonight, his performance is outrageous.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
An amazing view of the new eastern span of the beautiful Bay Bridge, which opened in 2013. Welcome back to Oakland, everyone. And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
And through the first 2 quarters, they went to him repeatedly in the post, and boy, did he deliver.
Well, isn't it nice to have a go-to guy who can punish you inside?
Steve, you know there are so many ways you can impact the game at crunch time, but there are certain guys, as you also know, that thrive on taking that last shot.
Yeah, Damian Lillard is one of those guys. They call it Dame time. James Harden, Kyrie, you look at Steph Curry. These guys have the basketball in their hands. They want to take the last shot. Kevin Durant, the greats, Russell Westbrook, they want it in their hands to be able to decide the outcome of the game. And they want it all on their shoulders.
Thompson and Durant, the deadly shooting wing pair. Draymond Green is out there with Jones, and it's Curry in at the point. That's the Warriors 5. From deep, Moore. And Curry pulls it down. Warriors leading by 19. Durant, the pass to Curry. On the wing, Thompson. He kicks to Jones. Some nice passing by Golden State. Green, the screen. Pocket 6. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 4 assists now tonight. Thompson's gone 2 of 2 from three-point land tonight. Here's Mirotic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Green. Shoots over Mirotic. Green, no luck. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. It's stolen by Curry. Thompson outside. Over Holiday. And another basket for Golden State.
And that's 3 out of 4 now coming out of the break. The offense playing with a purpose.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Number 1, Steph Curry.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
On the wing, Green. Over Mirotic. Green, no luck. And here are the Pelicans now. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. And Durant sends it back. Randall's checked in for Mirotic. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. Randall against Green. Payton right side. Clock at 4. Here's Davis. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. And that's now 24 points for Anthony Davis.
We will see this for years from Anthony Davis. The ability to make shots in the face of strong defense.
Out to Thompson. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
The Pelicans have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
Making a switch here. Miller's checked in.
And let's take a look now. Anthony Davis's numbers. He's coming off an excellent season. First in blocks, second in scoring, and one of the league's most ferocious rebounders, always working. He was top 5 in that category.
Clearly one of the best at what he does. Some of his highlight rejections were out of sight, and they pick up 2. Holiday's got 12 points in the game. And Alvin Gentry's been coaching in the NBA for almost 3 decades now. And Steve, he knows how to get things done.
And a lot of what Gentry does is gives his players freedom. As long as they take care of business, he won't meddle too much. Does a great job of managing personalities and keeping egos in check.
And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in. Here's Livingston. 8 points for him. Poked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. And a look here at the shot chart for Davis.
Well, this is what you wanted to see from him. I mean, he's not settling for anything and is going right at the defender, taking the ball to the rim whenever he can. And the attitude he's had on offense is keeping his team flying around, as his energy is contagious out there right now.
Shot clock at 5. Now here's Livingston, guarded by Holiday.
And defensively, Holiday shows you the quick feet, the strength to maintain position, and he has good hands.
They get a hand on it. Miller kicks to Payton. Davis sets a screen. Payton attacking. Good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Livingston passes to Durant. Over Miller. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 20 points for Kevin Durant.
Former NBA scoring champion KD likes the looks he's seeing tonight, applying constant pressure on the offensive end.
Payton kicks to Randall. Back to Payton. Davis sets a screen. Payton drives in. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Payton's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Green, the screen. Back to Durant. Jones trying to get open. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Curry. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
Again, Golden State.
Stephen Curry with the pull-up jump shot. You cannot back off him. He will scorch you.
On the wing, Davis. And the layup's good off the glass. Davis has got 26 points.
He's done his job tonight scoring the basketball, but they've still been outplayed overall.
It's Durant on the wing. Jones sets the pick for Durant. Back to Curry, taken away by Holiday. Top of the key, Payton. Miller outside. Outside for Davis. Miller outside. 6 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And we've all heard the rumors that have been floating around the last few seasons. A lot of speculation if Davis could get traded or Greg leave in free agency.
I mean, Davis moving would be one of the rare situations where it literally could shake up the entire league. You hear a lot of different teams express their interest in him, but credit to Davis. He really has remained committed to New Orleans and has said everything you want to hear from a fan's perspective.
The first free throw is good. An embarrassment of riches for the Warriors. Steve, who do you think is their best player? Is it Steph, KD? Some might even say Draymond Green with his overall impact.
Well, let's first start off. They have 4 All-Stars, and they all are fantastic. The MVPs are KD and Steph, so it's between those 2. I would have to lean on Kevin Durant a little bit better than Steph.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Warriors leading by 22. Passes it to Cook. Now here's Livingston. Defense right on him. Bell with a screen on Holiday. It's stolen by Davis. Outside Holiday. Payton outside. Davis setting the pick for Miller. On the wing, Davis. Payton outside. Clock at 4. The shot off that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Pass to Cook. Lobbed up there for Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
KD with the reach to finish anything you throw his way.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Davis sets a screen to the inside. And Randall throws it down.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
Livingston, that's good. Now here's Payton. He's got 6. They set the screen. Outside Holiday. Davis setting the pick for Holiday. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Well, Greg, Anthony Davis with so much talent, it's easy to take Drew Holiday for granted.
I mean, I think Holiday is the catalyst in terms of this team's ability to create and really put pressure on an offense. It has improved his scoring and become a very efficient option at that guard spot. Has always been selective with his shots, but now is pressing a bit more to get involved, and more aggression from him, I think, has helped his production.
That free throw, no good.
Every day, Holiday can be relied upon to bring focus, energy, toughness, and he's a terrific competitor.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Hill, he's checked in for New Orleans. He hits the second from the line. And Drew Holiday, Steve, is such a huge factor on the defensive end whenever he's on the floor.
You know, it's been a focus for him to step his game up on that end of the floor. He moves his feet so well that guys can't just blow by him. Numerically, the way he discourages shots at the rim, it's like having a defensive center on the floor.
Fires from the wing. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Off the pick. That's short off the rim. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Bulls.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively, and when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
It's one thing to play inspired defense in that situation, but to get in that kind of offensive rhythm away from home, phenomenal.
The Warriors have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. That free throw, no good. We often hear great players say, I want to be the leader of this team. But Smitty, is every great player actually cut out? Are they wired enough to be a leader and play that role?
No, not at all. You have some fantastic, phenomenal players talent-wise, but just not their role to be a leader. And then I think when you hear guys say they want to be a leader, 9 times out of 10, that's the guy that's not the leader. Because a leader usually just evolves. But when you start saying you want to be, you're probably not. You're going to lead by example. And then a lot of the guys, obviously, some of the best, they can take it to the vocal part. But you can't ask to be a leader. It just happens.
Needs to happen organically, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Here is Cook, covered by Payton. Bell with a screen on Davis. There's the screen. Iguodala dishes to Bell. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Bell's got his first bucket in this one.
And this is where Bell likes to operate. Comfortable inside. Knows he can get it done from there.
And Davis with the basket on the assist by Hill. 30 points for Davis.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Looney kicks to Durant. Here is Cook. Over Payton. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Unfortunately for him, the defense is slow to react, but he couldn't make them pay.
Randall down low. Looney on him. Golden State's gotten the three ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Durant against Hill. Fades away. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Went to the fadeaway. Didn't need to, though. Probably cost him some points.
Holiday, the pass to Hill. 1:52 left in the third. He dishes it to Davis. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists now in this one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now Payton. He has 6. And there's the pass to Davis. Payton outside. Davis setting the pick for Payton. He can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Over to the wing. Outside Durant. They set the pick to stop the drought. Drains it from beyond the arc. Durant's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Warriors.
Running the floor, using screens. Remarkable how smoothly KD moves around out there.
And Holiday kicks to Randall. Pass to Payton. Buries it down low. Payton's got 8 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
It's Durant on the wing. He's guarded by Hill. And another basket for Golden State.
This just in. Kevin Durant is good. How easy does offense come to him?
Outside, Davis. Knocks it loose. Iguodala with the steal. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Davis. The Warriors have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Iguodala.
And while Iguodala might not be the star of any team he's on, he's always going to be a major contributor because he does so many things well on both ends.
And Iguodala drops them both. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Payton against Curry. Payton gets the bucket. He's got 10.
Soft interior defense. You know he's going to be aggressive.
Curry with it. From deep three-point range, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. You've got Diallo. Payton is out there with Jackson. Then there's Jahlil Okafor. And it's Hill in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Iguodala. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Just an exceptional job by Iggy, imposing his will down inside with his strong frame.
You know, Steve, in the NBA, you know exactly how much your peers are making. Do contract numbers ever bring out animosity between players?
Yes, they do, Kevin. I mean,
really?
When you look at some guys, you see those guys starting to say, I'm putting up better stats than him, but he's making more money. And then it becomes the elephant in the room when the guys start to talk about it. They start not passing to each other. Yes, guys do know exactly what other players make, and sometimes there can become some animosity between the two.
Oh, that's something. Here's McKinney. Knocked away. It's stolen by Hill. Kicks to Payton. Over Curry. And the rejection by Curry.
Love seeing Stephen Curry get up and send that one back.
Here's McKinney. He's guarded by Hill. McKinney passes to Iguodala. Just 5 on the clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That's his first foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Some changes for New Orleans. Johnson comes in for Hill, and Ian Clark subbed in for Elfrid Payton. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. There's a good screen. Clock at 6. Ball stolen. To the paint. Here's Johnson. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Jackson against Curry. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 24 points.
Picking up from where he left off, I lost count of how many threes he hit in the first half. Now nails this one.
Jackson kicks to Clark. No good from outside.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
Here's Curry with the 3. They get it again. Looney passes to McKinney. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Okafor. Rebounded by Jerebko. Warriors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Shot's good by Iguodala.
And that is just a brilliant move from Iggy. His ball control is second to none.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Outside Jackson. He kicks it to Clark. Johnson the screen. Here's Clark. Defended by Jerebko. To halt the run. And Ian Clark good for 3.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
Curry on the wing. Guarded by Jackson. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
We know a lot of NBA players take how they've been rated in a video game, Steve, personally. You've made digital appearances during your career. Did you ever have any issues with the ratings?
No, I didn't. And I think now these players, I grew up in this generation with video games, so yes, they take it personally. They understand,
yes,
and they're playing these games while they're in the NBA. So a lot of them, just like when the media is all over them, they want to have a say-so on how good they are, even in a video game.
Clark for 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Warriors have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Curry against Jackson for 3. The shot by Curry, no good. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Johnson outside. Down low. Jackson in the corner. Shot clock at 5. There's a screen. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
And here is Curry. The NBA is so financially stable right now, Steve. What's it been like watching this growth for the league overall?
You know, I've loved it because I think the partnership has been phenomenal. The league is growing both for players and also organizations. They've done a nice job of getting a chance to hammer out some of these issues, to making it worthwhile financially for the league and also financially for the players.
Pass to Okafor. Johnson the screen. Okafor shoots off the screen. That shot is off. So Golden State will take it the other way. Curry dishes to Livingston. Over Clark. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Diallo. Kicks to Okafor. Takes it off the glass. Now here's Curry. To the inside. Rebko, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 7 for him tonight. New Orleans has gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Thursday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for that game against the Thunder, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Curry kicks to Livingston. Shot clock at 6. The 15-footer, and he drops that one in. Livingston's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Picked by Okafor. Inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Now Livingston. When you look at today's NBA salaries, Steve, do you feel the responsibility to learn financial management falls mostly on the players, or should the league do even more to help them find out about what they're going to do with all this money?
You know, I think it's the responsibility of both. I think the Players Association and also the NBA, and I think organizations as well. I think you look at it, we're all involved to get a chance to help these youngsters. It's not easy for a 19-year-old, 20-year-old to become a millionaire overnight. That's just not something that you're used to, and handling that, it has been a problem for some players in the past.
Jordan Bell's checked in for Steph Curry. And a change for the Pelicans. Darius Miller, he's checked in for Okafor. Here's Clark. This one for 3. Cranes the 3-pointer.
His marksmanship this quarter has been unbelievable, yet they still trail in this game.
Iguodala, the pass to Livingston. Over Jackson. Livingston, no luck.
One could argue that's a good shot, but maybe not the right shooter to take it.
Johnson can't get it to go. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. The pass to McKinney. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Jackson. New Orleans has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Johnson kicks to Diallo. Over Bell. Bank shot, no good. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Jerebko the screen. Pass to Iguodala. NBA awards are voted on by broadcasters and writers around the NBA. Do you think that's the best way, Steve, to pick an MVP?
Well, I really think in some kind of way you got to have players more involved, being able to come out and be able to pick the MVP, because these are the players that are going up against these guys. I also would love to see where we have more of the defensive player of the year during the offseason, the rookie of the year in the offseason, obviously giving out more of those awards for the playoffs as well.
And you got to, of course, be aware of it becoming a popularity contest, too.
Yes, totally.
Livingston with it. Five on the clock. Floats one up, and the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And, guys, they did a better job of getting good looks inside in that first half. More of their shots now coming from the perimeter.
Quinn Cook's checked in for the Warriors. And then for New Orleans, Okafor comes in for Diallo, and it's Solomon Hill in for Johnson. Free throw good, Livingston.
Livingston is a very reliable free throw shooter, coming in with a career average of almost 80%.
Here's Clark, down low. It's stolen by Bell. And here is Iguodala. Iguodala with a screen on Miller. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Livingston kicks to Bell. 5 to shoot. The drive by Iguodala. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And the D was right in Iggy's jersey. But he is so crafty in terms of how he finishes these drives to the bucket.
Jackson passes to Okafor. Dishes to Hill. And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That is his first foul of the game. We've had a full season now, Steve, of the jersey-sponsored insignias and patches that has become a reality in the NBA. Any thoughts on that so far?
I guess, Kevin, because I'm old school, I don't like seeing it on the jerseys. I like the clean look. I would love to see it on their warm-up jerseys. You know, obviously their warm-up jackets and pants. I just don't like seeing it on the jersey. But I don't think I'm going to win this one, Kevin. I think they are here to stay. I think they might even add more sponsors on jerseys.
Yeah, the look they like is the look of money. Money, that's a good look.
That's the look
they get from those sponsorships, right? Iguodala against Hill. Can they get it? And it's off the back rim, no good. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kevin Durant.
You know, as the game tonight evolved, he really put the team on his back. He was aggressive, effective, and the defense, they weren't able to adjust.
Outside Jackson. He kicks it to Okafor. And the foul on Jordan Bell. That is his first foul of the game. 32 seconds left in the fourth. Passes it to Clark. Just 5 to shoot from deep. Rebounded by Bell. Here's Golden State stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Here is Cook, guarded by Jackson. Here is Cook. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Andre. Good game for you and the team tonight. Is this a bigger win considering the team you beat?
I think it's just a good win, period. You know, we can't really think about who our opponent is. So it was a good matchup, good way for us to measure ourselves, and we got another big one Friday.
Always another game on the schedule, Dre. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.